This entire average speed discussion, it all started off with myself and Smellsworth doing a Saltcast podcast with the First Touch boys, Dazzer and T-Base rolled is. We told them, hey, K-Dop thinks that Europe was faster than North America at Season 8 Worlds. And they told us, hey, whoa. Season 8 Worlds? That's 18 months ago. Times have changed. Things have moved on. Metas have shifted. And that's why I dug up the entire RLCS Season X stats and we found out that statistically Europe has been the faster of the two regions. Just marginally, but, faster nonetheless. Still, we have people questioning the validity of this statistic. Legends of the game, like Garrett General. He ain't believing it, but he might believe it after today. We're going to show you guys 5 replays. And these just aren't any replays. They're not just any old replays. They're special. Mechanics, thanks for 300 bits. He says, why wasn't Jesse included in the analysis? Ahmad himself has stated that Jesse is a blur that he can't even see. The man moves light speed for the entire match. Well, I mean, it's funny you bring up Jesse, because he is indeed relevant in the average speed conversation. When you're talking about does average speed matter, you have to go to the time in Rocket League's existence when one region was clearly superior to the other, and that is the beginning. When RLCS was in its early days, Europe was better than North America. These days, it's completely up in the air because of COVID. And before COVID, it looked like it was pretty even. NRG won the Season 8 World Championship. Cloud9 won Season 6. And NA definitely had a better representation at Season 7. North America's absolutely up there. It was pretty much, I'd say, even. Before COVID, I think NA and EU were the same level. That's just my opinion. I think it was very, very similar. But we need to go back way to the beginning. We need to take a look at RLCS Season 1, where the European teams were definitely better. IBP went on a Cinderella story run and won the event, but everybody who was at that event, everybody who saw the teams practicing and saw the games would agree that Europe were the stronger representation. The European teams were better. So I looked it up. I was thinking to myself, well, I wonder what the stats say about the speed of the regions in RLCS Season 1. And wow, when I looked into it, it was undeniable. It was absolutely undeniable. So anyway, that brings us to tonight's content. I have got for you guys the 5 fastest games played from RLCS Season 1. We've looked at RLCS Season X. We've looked at the Season 8 World Championship, the last LAN that happened. Now it's time to go back to the beginning. And we're going to look at the 5 fastest games at Season 1. You guys are not going to believe this. It's truly unreal. Truly unbelievable stuff. I've got to make sure that I get these in the right order. Hold on. Here we go. Hey, listen. If there's any doubters after this, I just don't know what to say. Starting off with the 5th fastest replay. The 5th fastest game played at the RLCS Season 1. Let me just check if game sound is working. Did you guys hear that? I think you did. I believe it's working. Here we have. Can you guys guess whose perspective this is? OGs might know. Who we're looking at here? Who are we looking at? Season 1. No, not Sizz. Not Kronovi. You can actually see Kronovi in the screen. It's not him. Marky, wrong. Not Marky. Driving with my dog. Thanks to the 35-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. Coxer? No. Coxer, the Octane? No. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the legend. The one and only. The Sarp vet. The best passer in the game at this time. One of the best ground shots in the game. Maybe the best at the time. This is Mike Rules. I'm actually shocked that not many people in chat are getting the name right. Correct, Mike Rules. We're looking at Flipside Tactics against IBP Cosmic, and this right here from Mike Rules is the 5th fastest game played. Hold on, let me just check if I'm in full screen, because I know you guys want to see all the frames here. I believe I am. This is the 5th fastest game played at RLCS Season 1. Are you guys ready to see the pace? Just look at those camera settings. Mike always had very zoomed in camera settings. Incredible mechanics here by Cuxer and Marky Duda. Yeah, these are the two teams who ended up making the final in Season 1. So you guys can actually have 2 things in your mind today. First of all, oh my goodness. Whoa, wait a minute. This isn't going to be a replay review, but where on earth did Kronovi just go? Hold on. I've got to see this. Wait, who did Mike Rules just bump? I've got to see who he bumped here. I thought it was Kronovi. Was it not Kronovi? Who did he bump? He went absolutely flying. At least it felt like he went flying. Right. Oh, it was Luchino. So Luchino bumped Kronovi. What is this? He got 4 ping, 8 ping. What? Hello? Look at that rotation. Look at that rotation. Right, back to Mike. Anyway, I just wanted to see that rotation. But yeah, you guys probably take a look at this and decide for yourselves, could you beat the RLCS Season 1 Grand Finalists? Could you? That's one of the other questions we're going to look at today. Do you think you could beat the RLCS Season 1 players? Wait, why is that just wide open? Whoa, okay, I thought that was just a goal for no reason. And yeah, also like guess the level. Are we looking at, Grand Champ? Are we looking at SSL? Oh, Kronovi does not have that. He does recover though. Oh, and he misses again. He recovers just to not hit it a second time. But yeah, what rating do you think this is? I'll be honest. I mean, what on earth is this? Who is that? Was that Luchino? Where's Luchino going? Hold on. Like, if I saw this in my game, I'd be tilted these days. This wasn't the purpose of this video, but I've not watched this replay, and now I'm tilted because I saw where Luchino's going here. Luchino is off on a mad one. He is off on a mad one. That's what you would say. Luchino, my friend. Do you not see the blue car that's just getting ready to hit the ball? Buddy. I don't know if that would happen in my games. I really don't think that would happen in my games these days. I don't. And I'm like a low GC. Oh, okay, another thing. Mike Rules was not really... He didn't always fast aerial. This is the old way to aerial. Don't know if you guys knew this. Double jump, then lean back and boost. That's the old-fashioned way to aerial. Everybody used to do this before fast aerialing became popular. Who scored? Okay, Cuxer scored. Cuxer 97. One of the GOATs. But yeah, sorry, I've got so sidetracked here because I've been so taken aback by the quality of this gameplay. But yeah, the true purpose of this is to just take a look at what the 5th fastest. We're going to look at the top 5. This is the 5th fastest game played at the Season 1 World Championship. I've got the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st fastest. What on earth is going on here? Oh, Marky Duda's in the Marauder. Hold on, I'm not going to pause too much, but this I have to see. Oh no, who's that in the Marauder? Wait, Cuxer is in the Octane? What? Why is he not playing the Dominus? What is going on here? What? I laughed at somebody earlier on for saying Cuxer in the Octane, but now I feel stupid because he is in the Octane. Replay probably bugged? You guys think the replay's bugged? I don't think so. Is it? Wait. No, I swear I saw him in the Batmobile just moments ago. I swear I saw Cuxer in the Batmobile moments ago, and now he's in the Octane. And now, but no, Marky Duda's in the Marauder there. Cuxer is in the Octane! Or the Batmobile. What's going on? What? What is happening? So, in Mike Rules replay, everything is as it should be, but when you switch to their POV... No, now he is. Now he is in the Marauder. Okay, right. Oof. Whew. I thought I was going crazy there. I thought I was going crazy because I saw 3 Octanes and I was just thinking to myself, was I even there? Because as far as I know, I was there. I was at this event and I never saw Cuxer play the Octane. Not at this event. Not once. He played Batmobile the entire time. It's a good thing that okay. I was really starting to doubt myself there. It's like, have I just forgotten this? Has my memory completely gone? Am I that old? Apparently not yet. Hey, Thomas, thanks for the 28-month tier 1. How you doing, buddy? Taking a look at some Season 1 gameplay here. This is the 5th fastest game played. Mike Rules taking over the lobby here. Fastest player in the lobby in terms of average speed. Yeah, like I said before, oh, that's actually a pretty sick play. Look at this pre-flip from Lachinio. He's way ahead of his time with this one. That's a great read. This is actually, just to quickly mention, this is something Lachinio used to be definitely one of the best at, if not the best. He was very good at getting like stupid reads with pre-flips and no-look shots. Like, see here, he turns off. he always used to turn off his ball cam for this kind of thing. Don't know if he still does. I believe it's because he played default controls and you just kind of let go of ball cam every now and then because you have to press all the other buttons at the same time. Woo! Okay, hold on. Listen, we got to show some respect to the legends because you guys earlier on are saying this is Champ 1. I don't think Champ 1 players are hitting that shot that well. I do not. I simply do not think they're hitting that shot that well, nor are they hitting this pass this well. That's a nice play. That is a very nice play. We have to show some respect. These guys are doing this like 4.5 years ago. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Chat said Diamond 3. There's some aspects of this. I think there's some aspects of the gameplay which would be obliterated by the modern game. Like wall. I think the general ability to read a wall bounce and the ability to things like half flip, fast aerial, just mechanical things that have been refined mechanically. I think that there's such an access to tutorials these days on YouTube that probably a lot of the mechanical refinements would be outplayed by the modern game. Like if you put these guys, if you put them in a time machine, took them to modern day, they would probably be like, oh my goodness, what on earth's going on? Why are all these random players in ranked able to turn their cars around so quickly? Why are they so good at half flipping? Why are they so like quick with their takeoffs into the air? But in terms of like, you know, team play and shooting, like striking off the ball, I think this is pretty good. Like the actual striking off the ball that we've seen in this game is definitely high champ at the lowest. High champ at the lowest. Half flipping as a mechanic didn't even exist back then. It actually did, it's just not all players had started doing it yet. In fact, Kronovi scored a legendary goal at Season 1 with a half flip in the grand final. He wouldn't have made it to the ball without half flipping, and it's one of the goals that popularized half flipping at the time because they were able to establish a counter attack, and Kronovi started it off with a half flip. Yeah, there's a lot of double commitments, you know, positioning. I think rotation was a bit weird because players are just kind of getting in each other's way. They're not rotating normally. Nice mind game though there by Lachinio. That was a really good goal. Yeah, rotations are a bit too tight. So if you think about it, players are so close together a lot of the time that they end up driving into each other. They don't have the knowledge of where they should be rotating to not crash into each other. And that kind of slows the game down. And yeah, players like to dribble. Ooh, get dunked on. Players like to dribble and they like to control the ball back then also. Mike had a very interesting kickoff. He's really trying to control the direction the kickoff is going. Yeah, Flipside dominating this game. Oh my goodness, look at the shot differential. 18-5. But what happened here? I've got to see this from... Is this Marky on the wall? Did Marky turn off ball cam? He used to turn off ball cam every time he went on the wall. Oh no, it's just a knock-on. It's a good little touch there. Didn't see that. And a nice pre-flip there from Coxer. He's now back in the Octane. We've got a weird replay bug going on. Like, you guys see that? I'm not going to change... Yeah, Coxer's in the Octane again. Marky as well. Whereas this was actually played in Marauder and Batmobile. I don't know if it's going to change. No, there they are. Yep, replay bug. And replay bug. There's a rare sight. Coxer did play a few games in the Octane when he was having a crisis pre-season 1. I can't remember what happened. Actually, I think I do remember what happened. If somebody in chat might remember better than me, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think Coxer played the Octane after losing the RLC Pro League Grand Finals to Crown and Jewels. He had a massive placebo attack. Thought, nope, The Dominus ain't working anymore because he was the original Dominus player, and he switched to the Octane to see if he would be able to keep up, because he just lost in a Mega Grand Final to 3 Octane players. He's like, I'm going to try this. It didn't work, so he went back to the longer cars. Yeah, that's the 5th fastest game from Season 1. But yeah, before we get into the next one, I just want to ask you guys very quickly, what do you guys think so far? Are you convinced? Are you convinced that average speed matters after seeing that example? Because you guys remember Mike Rules was one of the best players in the world back then, and look at that, he's playing the fastest. So type yes or no in the chat. Are you convinced that average speed matters? Let's see. No? 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 Okay, so I think most people are not. Most people are not convinced. Some people are convinced. The true believers. Pickle Nick, thanks for the 5-month prime, and welcome back to the channel. Well, you guys might not be convinced yet, but I think after witnessing the second replay, you guys will be believers. Are you guys ready for the 4th fastest replay, the 4th fastest game played at the RLCS Season 1 World Finals, played by none other than the greatest player of all time? How many of you know? How many of you know who we're looking at right here? How many of you know who we're looking at? Okay, so still a surprising amount of people not getting it right, but it is, of course, Jesse and the Flying Dutchman against Genesis. Just look at that beautiful car. Oh, he's got a pink trail as well. I swear Jesse had the ugliest cars. In fact, I think I remember him saying this in an interview. He deliberately made the ugliest cars to trigger his opponents, because he thought, well, if I make my car look like trash, then my opponents are going to get annoyed, and that will distract them. But really, he was probably just annoying himself. Oh, that's a good goal. I remember this one. Check this out by Pluto. Look at that. That's actually a good goal. Check this out. He's got no boost, picks it up without even looking, puts in the double touch. That's a great finish. Well done by Pluto on that one. But anyway, back to the speed demon himself, Jesse. He's about to put in crazy numbers. Oh, here he comes. Oh, here he comes. Oh! Woo! You can't stop that. It's undefendable. You can't defend those. Oh, he's going to go for it again. They better not cheat. Anything but a dead ball kickoff. Look, he's way ahead of his time there, even pinching the ball on target. Yeah, it was the first goal of day 2. It was. It was. No, wait, it wasn't the first goal of day... Wasn't this round? Oh, wait, no, they eliminated teams in day 1. They did. They eliminated teams in day 1. You're right, Jack. It was the opening goal of the day. The Pluto double touch. I remember this. I was in the building the whole weekend. It was phenomenal. I would like to know if it still matters today. You do believe it mattered back then? Look, Jesse is timeless. So I'm just showing you guys Season 1 fastest replays. Look at that read by Jesse. Oh my goodness, Espion's in trouble. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I can hear Jesse complaining about this demo right now. Look at this. I can hear Jesse complaining about the fact that wasn't a demo. What's his ping? 8 ping. He's mad. Look at the speed of this guy. Jesse is just ripping them apart with pure mechanical dominance. They can't keep up with him. But yeah, basically my premise, or my argument, I suppose I've already established the premise. Hey Jesse, thanks for the 47-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel, man. Yeah, I've established the premise, average speed matters. My argument is, just look at the players who are putting in the average speed, the highest average speed games at Season 1. Just look who they are. We had Mike Rules, one of the best players in the world at the time. One of the true innovators of the game. Now we've got Jesse, the best player in the world at the time. Probably even now. And you guys haven't even seen the top 3 yet. Just wait until you see who the top 3 are. When you see who's putting in the fastest games, you guys are going to know, well, clearly fastest speed matters. Because look who's putting up the fastest games. It's not some nobodies. It's not some players who are at the bottom of the tier list. These are the guys who are running the show. Look at him go. Jesse's already moving into position at supersonic speed. He even, I don't know if you guys saw that, he used a bump to go beyond supersonic. Watch this. Boom. Look at that. Jesse's catching up to Quinn Lobdell because he reversed into a bump. Boom. That's efficiency. That's the difference between Jesse and the competition. That's why that's why average speed matters. They're not called the Flying Dutchman for nothing. Okay, Quinn Lobdell. Nice little clear to the side there. Jesse with a ceiling shot. Surprised that they were able to keep up with that one. Oh, look at the turn though. Oh my goodness. Does he stop moving? Jesse is actually straight out of ME with this gameplay. This is ridiculous. Straight out of ME. He is supersonic the entire time, but that's just a goal. That's just a goal. Jesse almost did the first wave dash in RLCS. Jesse says we had strict rotations in these days. Yeah, Vogan was a very commanding leader. Vogan is a very interesting player. I think he was actually in open protest of the half flip. Look at that back pass from Jesse. Who does that? Who even thinks of this? Yeah, Vogan wrote, he did actually, didn't he write a big document about rotation? So he was the original, you know, guy pushing that 1-2-3 rotation. So Jesse knows when it is his turn to go and when it isn't his turn to go. He knows when he's allowed to go, basically. Vogan had Dogu and Jesse on a leash. Jesse, did you just listen, mate? Did you just cut in front of Vogan? How much trouble did you get in for doing this? Look at this. Vogan's like, yo, who's this guy? Cut me off. He called you out there. Jesse's just like farming speed right now though. He is a true intimidation. Look at that though, the passing plays. Yeah, Vogan led the attack mostly. Oh! The mind games! The mind games. Look at this. Vogan leading the attack as usual. Sets up the fake. And then Dogu top corners the shots. Truly unbelievable. Truly unbelievable stuff. That's why average speed matters, guys. Like, if you think about it. Think about it. Jesse has not stopped moving the entire game. They never saw it coming. They never saw the break check coming. They didn't think he was going to slow down and miss this. They all thought he's going to hit it. Hit him with the fake. Dogu scores. Oh, he's done him again. Oh! With the dribbles. Look at that. Jesse doesn't want to drive into Vogan on his rotation out because he knows he's going to get in big trouble. And again, Dogu able to score off Jesse, pulling all the attention onto himself. What Jesse's doing here is he's running around the Genesis half. He's making a lot of noise. He's getting all the attention on himself, and then Dogu's able to sneak in. They don't see him coming. So all the attention's on Jesse. Yeah, this is just too much. This is the team who finished 4th place at RLCS Season 1, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, what happened to Dogu, actually? Jesse, what happened to Dogu? He was so good, he came out of nowhere. If I recall, Vogan was just playing ranked one day, and he queued up into ranked. He just solo queued 3s, and he met Jesse and Dogu in ranked. He thought, hold on a second, these guys are pretty good. Jesse's the fastest player I've ever seen. Dogu's a shooter. Let me teach these guys how to rotate, and we are not going to be beaten. It's as simple as that. And yeah, it worked. They got top 4 at LAN. You didn't enjoy the game no more? Feels bad, man? Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, for anybody just tuning in, this is the 4th fastest game played at the RLCS Season 1 World Championship. We're going to get into number 3 in a few seconds. Of course, it would be disrespectful to end this one early, especially with Jesse present. Yeah, quite simply, Genesis couldn't keep up, and not only is this replay an educational replay in the fact that average speed matters, but also in the fact that points, the scoreboard isn't everything. In fact, if you think about it, it is easier to carry from underneath something. Like, it's much easier to carry something if you get under it and pick it up. Hold it on your shoulder or something. Hold it on top of your head. That's why you see all of these crazy pictures of people carrying massive like pots of water on top of their head. It's easier to carry when you're underneath. So Jesse understanding the real way to carry, and also to protect his back, because if you try and like get over the top of something and pick it up, you're probably just going to blow your back. You're just going to pull a muscle or something. So that's very educational there. Very educational from Jesse. Anyway, let me just check that I've got these in the right order now. So we've got to take a look at another speedy boy. Someone that we were actually talking about earlier. So, like I said before, the inspiration for today's stream was a certain General Garrett Gordon, who stated that he just doesn't think that average speed matters. Whereas, unbeknown to him, he is the reason that it does matter. Here we have Garrett himself, the third fastest replay of the RLCS Season 1 World Championship. He's against Flipside Tactics, and he's about to put in an incredibly fast game, the likes of which had never been seen before by a North American player. A little bit of a mind game there by Moses. Oh, is that the RLCS caster Turtle coming in for the finish? Look at him go. Turtle with the aerials. Was that a speed flip? I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past Garrett to know how to speed flip. That just precision shooting from Garrett there with the air roll. Yeah, these guys were impressive. They were newer players to the North American scene. Kings of Urban, IBP, they were the teams who were supposed to be dominating. Then meanwhile we have Exodus. Oh, nice little goal steal there by Garrett. Cheeky. Very cheeky. He does like being at the top of the scoreboard. Who has the fastest RLCS game of all time? I'm not 100% sure. I could check that later. But right now we're looking at Season 1. Because I think Season 1 is interesting for multiple reasons. Number one, because, I think you guys probably... I just figured I'm interested to see who the fastest players in Season 1 were. This, to me, is like a trip down memory lane. And also just to see what did the gameplay look like in Season 1? What kind of level are we putting it at? Because so far, what do you guys think the level is at? What rank? Type the rank in chat right now that you think Season 1 looks like to you. Oh, that's a mind game and a half, but Garrett's not having it. See, like, if Garrett wasn't moving at 1 billion miles an hour there, he wouldn't have made it back to clean up the mess that his teammates had made. So I'm seeing anywhere from Champ 3 to Grand Champ 3, pretty much. Anything below SSL, all the way down to... Actually, I'm seeing Diamond 3 from a few people. I think that's pretty crazy, to be honest. I think that's pretty crazy. I don't know if this is GC. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know if this is GC. I think it might be a bit too slow to be able to compete with Grand Champs, like... aerial game. Only Garrett would be able to hang. I mean, this he's speeding all over the place. Nothing stops him. I think maybe Champ 3 is a good shot. But there's some aspects that are absolutely a very high level. Oh. Turtle's going to hate me for doing this, but we have to see what on earth happened here. Oh, he's just completely boost starved. Oh dear, Turtle. Turtle, pick up a small boost pad. Where did he get boost starved? Okay, here you go. 11 boost. 0 boost. Pick up a boost pad, mate. Boost. Grab a Turtle. Turtle. You've driven past so many boost pads. Turtle. Turtle, mate. He actually just went the entire length of the pitch and he didn't pick up a small boost pad either direction. He picked up 0 boost pads. He did score a nice goal earlier on though, so it makes up for it. Like I said, I think some aspects of this game, or some aspects of these games, are way off the level of modern day ranked games, but other aspects are higher. Like, I think the passing is better in these games than even low Grand Champ, to be honest. I don't think low Grand Champs have a clue how to pass the ball in ranks. They have no idea what they're doing. They just bonk the ball off whatever wall they happen to be facing and hope that one of their teammates gets to it before the opponents do. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think I am. Genuinely, this is the extent of strategy in rank 3v3. I wonder if I can get to the ball before the other guy. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can get there before it. And then what do they do when they do get to the ball first? Slam it into whichever direction you're facing. Forwards. Yep, just hit it whichever way you happen to be facing. That will do. Oh, the other guy beat me to the ball. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's 3v3. The pitch is tiny. My teammates will probably have it covered. There's no thinking at all in rank 3v3. At least these players are thinking. You know, Garrett there decides, you know what? Turtle's probably going to own goal, so I'm going to bump him out the way and take the ball with me. Garrett's boost management is pretty good, though. Got to give it to him. This guy's actually never been boost starved in the entire 8 years that he's played, 8 seasons, I mean, that he's played RLCS. He is picking up all the boost. He's only boost starved when he's about to pick up another one. Genuinely impressive. Yeah, tight game here. Pretty close stuff. Yeah, I think passing is at a much higher level in these games than rank these days. At, like, let's just say Grand Champ 1, because I think that's a good baseline to compare it to. So we're talking 1450 rating. I think passing in these games is way better than passing in Grand Champ 1. I think that probably off the ball plays are less likely. Like, I haven't seen that many demos and bumps. Everybody's just rotating in these games, whereas in ranked everybody's demoing. Yeah, that's a half flip right there. Yeah, I'm also a big fan of how everybody hits the ball quite cleanly. Like, when they do hit it, they hit it quite like whenever these players get a run up at the ball and they get to dodge into it, they're hitting it very well. I'm loving the contact to the ball. They all have meaningful hits. They know how to strike the ball properly. Players in ranked have no idea how to strike the ball properly. You give them an open net from the halfway line, they just flip too early and the ball barely moves. Like, they just don't know how to flip properly. Oh, that was some high-level positioning by Moses, but he couldn't get the shot on target. From where was this game? This was Season 1. Lower bracket, round 2, and Flipside do get the win. Flipside do get the win. I think that Orbit took a game in this series, though, if I recall. Or did they get swept? Now that I think about it, I can't remember. Anyway, you guys, if you're a fan of General Garrett Gordon gameplay, you're in for a treat, because there's more. That's their lower bracket matchup. Now we will take a look at their upper bracket matchup against Northern Gaming. And it's Garrett again. Garrett putting in the second fastest replay, the second fastest game at RLCS Season 1, as well as the third fastest game. He's been quick since the beginning, consistently. He's been quick since the start. Hey, Mag B123, thanks for the prime. I really appreciate it, man. T-Bates. I don't have that handy, but I could look it up again. It's pretty easy to find. It's pretty easy to find. Everything's on the, like, see if you go to, well, that's a good ceiling read actually by Garrett. If you go to the, what is it called? If you go to ballchasing.com and click on, hold on, where on earth is Turtle going here? If you click on replay groups and then you just search RLCS Season 1, RLCS Season 2, RLCS Season 3, etc. That's so funny. Like, it's really clear that some of their, like, rotations just weren't quite established yet. Look at this though. This is high level stuff here from Greasy. Dodging out of the bump. Very nice. The turtle roast lull. Listen, I'm only doing this because Turtle's a good friend of mine. And he was a great player. He was a great player. In his day, Turtle had runs. He made Season 1, 2, and 3 of the World Championship. He was a great player. People in RL think they're way better than they are. 100% agree. Can I get an agree with that statement? But yeah, to reiterate some of the things I've already said, I think that some of the things that these players have done way better than players that you're likely to run into in ranked, Grand Champ ranked. Ground shots, just in general, hitting the ball. These players know how to hit the ball to generate power. They're hitting the middle of the ball, and they're hitting it cleanly. So I'm loving the contacts they're getting. But reads are a little bit off. Like, players are, you know, missing reads on bounces because they just haven't had the time to see the bounces enough for it to become a read. Like, that's all long-term memory. After you see a bounce, a particular bounce, like 1,000 times, you can read the bounce. Garrett did read that bounce, so it's not like they're misreading everything. They're just missing a lot of reads. And positioning is very risky. Like, players do cut each other off and they move up on things a lot that they maybe shouldn't move up on. Very nice technique there. Like, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Look at this hit from Greasy. This is a bajillion times better than what I'd expect in my ranked games. Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is way better than what I'd expect. Like, if this is my ranked teammate going up for this, the thing I'm most expecting to happen is that he misses. The second most likely thing that I expect is for him to hit it straight up into the ceiling and it bounces down and one of the opponents is there to score. But no, Greasy waits for the bounce. Half volley wall clear with the double jump. Very nice. Very nice. Johnny had some bad rank games today. Today I did play some rank 3v3, I will admit. But I don't want to talk too much trash because the the rank 3s I played was with Cole and Stumpy. And yeah, I will be honest, we didn't do that well. And after downranking a couple of divisions playing with Cole and Stumpy in 3v3, I solo queued 5 games in a row, won every single one of them, and got my rank back to where it was before I played with them. So, I mean, I'm not saying they were the problem, but, you know, I did get my points back without them. So, just make of it what you will. Another good ceiling read by Garrett there, by the way. Very nice ceiling reads. Never... Why does this always happen to Rocket League casters? Why does this always happen? Why? I don't understand. This is crazy. Like, he's made 3 good ceiling reads this game, and then as soon as I say that, he misses a ceiling read and they get scored on. I swear Rocket League is a game that changes the fastest out of any game in the world, any esport. Rocket League changes faster than any other game, which, you know, it's a very volatile game. It's very fast-paced, so it makes sense. Yeah, Northern Gaming, which is Greasy, Maestro, Remco, they were the, like, you know, they were the first team to really have, I think, a figured out plan of how they want to play the game, and everybody was on board with that plan and they were executing that plan. They played backboard, and they played full rotation. Everybody joining the offense one after another. Everybody knew that the backboard was priority. That's where the ball's going to be struck towards, and you're going to position to get ready for backboard passes. Whereas other teams were just shooting. Like Flipside like to shoot. Northern Gaming like to put the ball to the backboard and then let their teammates shoot. That was the difference. Flipside would shoot and then try and force a bad save and then shoot again. So there's 2 different styles there. Oh, listen. Nah, you cannot tell me, guys. You cannot tell me that your Grand Champ rank teammate hits a shot this accurately. Look at that, the beautiful contact on the ball. That is gorgeous. There is no chance. You could give like ranked teammates anywhere in the champ ranks, anywhere in the Grand Champ ranks, this exact shot, and they will never hit it as well as this. And this is 4.5 years ago. They just don't. They'll hit the bar, they'll hit the post, they'll hit the goalkeeper, or they'll fluff the shot completely and miss the target. Like, that's nice. They're very, very good at hitting the ball. I think it really shows that hitting the ball well is, I think, the most important thing mechanically. Just knowing how to hit the ball to generate power it might be the most important mechanic. I don't know if I've thought about it enough to say conclusively, but For me, it is. I don't know, Johnny, in my Champ 1 games, I hit those top corner. Ooh. That's a pretty interesting pass as well, actually. I think it was Remco. Hold on. Moving over to the back post. Sends it into the corner because he knows it's going middle, and then Maestro's there for it. Very nice. Very nice play. And look at this. This is Maestro just leaving the attack. He's just getting the call from Remco. Back in he goes. Very nicely done. This is good stuff. Great team play. The team play the likes of which you're not going to see in ranked. So my summary is actual striking off the ball and team play is at a much higher level in these games when compared to things like refined mechanics. And when I say refined mechanics, I mean things like half flipping, fast aerials, and although this isn't a good game to show you that as an example, because actually Northern Gaming were, I think, the team who really had fast aerials figured out the fastest, the earliest. They're in comms, not really comparable to ranked. Well, that doesn't really matter though. The question was, what rank do you guys think this replay looks like? Obviously this is different, but we're still making, you can compare it. So it is comparable. We are comparing it. But yeah, there's differences, of course. But yeah, I'm sure you guys are ready now to see absolute proof. Like, I think that this game, if the other replays haven't proven to you by now that average speed matters, then this one will do it. This one will do it. So type a 1 in chat now if you already agree that average speed matters. Type a 2 if you don't. Before I reveal the last replay, the fastest game from RLCS Season 1. I like it. We got more believers. We got way more believers in chat. Probably even a majority of believers. But it's time to convince the unbelievers as well. Because the fastest game played at RLCS Season 1, just to show that his 4th fastest game played wasn't a fluke, it's Jesse once again. He's the fastest player. And that, I rest my case. We don't even need to watch the replay. That's it. Do you need to know anything else? Jesse has the fastest game played from Season 1. Everybody agrees he's the best player. But I know you guys want to see the replay, so let's go ahead and watch it. Once again, Jesse has put together an absolute monstrosity of a car that he's going to play with here. And now it's time for him to get moving. Look at him. He is so eager to just speed into position. There he goes. Yeah, it's against Flipside Tactics again. Pretty scary proposition. In the interview before this match, Marky Duda said, I don't think we've ever lost to... Or I think it was Golden Boy asked Marky Duda, what are your thoughts going into the series against the Flying Dutchman? And Marky Duda said, well, I don't think we've ever lost to the Flying Dutchman. And then Golden Boy, look at them. How on Flipside not lost to the Flying Dutchman? What on earth is going on here? I've got to pause. So yeah. They said, I don't think we've ever lost to the Flying Dutchman. And then when asked if that was trash talk, Marky said, no, I think it's just facts. We just haven't ever lost to them. But yeah, what is Cuxer doing? Cuxer, where are you going, buddy? I mean, Cuxer's one of the GOATs. But where is he going here? Mike is right there in front of him. And now they're all in the same position. Bam! The whole team's retreating. Unbelievable. Back to Jesse. Did you guys see that? Look at the distance Jesse's covered. Look at that. He's here. Next thing you know, he's there. How does he do it? Because speed matters. Look at that. 49 boost. And from 420 to 413, he has absolutely teleported. It's unbelievable. I mean, I'll show it to you guys in slow motion so that you can see it happening. This is where he actually went. Look at that. Probably a speed flip of some kind. This is slow motion. just so we can keep up with it. Beats Cuxer to the ball. That's how he did it. That's why he's the fastest player. That's why he's the fastest player. Ooh. Lovely control there. Jesse's probably complaining that the other player ball chased him. Cuxer, the ball chaser. But I mean, obviously you guys wanted to see results, you know. Some of these games put up by the fastest players. I mean, both of the Garrett G games were losses. The other Jesse game was a win. Look at that speed. Unbelievable. You show this to anyone, they're going to say, no way does anybody make it to the ball in time. Not Jesse. Look how fast he is. Crazy. Into position he goes. But yeah, I know you guys want to see results, so I've saved the best to last. Wanted to show you guys the fastest replay last and also the most successful, because I think this is a huge success for the Flying Dutchman. And you guys will certainly see why in a moment. Look at this shooting by Mike Rules, by the way. Woo! Beautiful. No boost? Who needs boosts? Michael Costello, my goodness. He was, I think, the best ground shooter, the best player off a half volley at the time. He was probably the best passer at the time. Incredible player. Hey, Bubblegum 40, thanks for the 48-month of Prime. Can't afford grinding the monthly counter at the moment. Hey, no worries, man. You've had your Prime off CD for 5 months. Oh no, that's a disaster. Hey, everybody, remember, Jesse has actually mastered the art of this. Hold on, I'm gonna pause and watch this again. Yeah, guys, remember to check to see if your Prime is up. Check if your Prime is available. If you're not going to use it at my channel, definitely use it somewhere. Get that thing on cooldown. But we need to watch this once again. Jesse has absolutely maximized efficiency of movement. He has reversed into a bump once again just to get some free speed. Look at that. And then he boosts into position. Bam! If he'd made contact with that ball, if he made like solid contact with that, it's a goal. It's absolutely a goal. Look at the passing from Flipside though. Jesse with a 500 IQ save. Look at this. What does he see in front of him? He sees 3 Flipside players in the near post area, so he's thinking, well, what's the point of saving the ball in that direction? Let's save it off the inside of the post and clear it straight towards our teammate who's waiting behind me. That's unreal. And to think of all that on the fly while moving at this speed, I mean, this words do not describe the plays that we are witnessing right here. Look at him. See, Jesse way before anybody else, way before everyone else, he knew, you know? Like, Jesse knew. He knew so ahead of the game that, yes, you might already be going supersonic. You might already be supersonic, but there's actually a range of speed within supersonic. I know I'm probably blowing your mind right here, but there's a range of speed in supersonic. Supersonic is 2200 up to 2300 on Unreal units per second. So he's already supersonic here, as evidenced by the trail, the rocket trail. But look at this. Does he stop boosting? No. He keeps boosting to reach speeds even faster than before. He's still boosting until there isn't any boost left, and then he admits, okay, I guess we can't go any faster. Until now, he picks up even more boost and gets right back into position. Woo! Just to get dusted by Cuxer, who's not moving in the correct spot. So, oh, it's an Octane Cuxer replay bug again. Beautiful shot. Another example of pro players even 4.5 years ago having the ability to nail shots to the level that you guys can't even imagine. Did I say thanks to Kirby_Y 31-month Prime? I really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, Jesse, he's, for those of you who aren't aware, he does have a Canadian passport, so the fact that he's wasting this much boost does make sense. You know, Canada, next door neighbors to America, who love to buy the cars with the biggest engines, the least, you know, miles per gallon possible. Just get as much as much fumes per minute into the atmosphere as possible. So Jesse he knew that from having a Canadian passport. He understands that philosophy. But that's what he's doing right here. He is not holding back. I mean, literally not holding back. His finger's on that button, and it's not letting go. He was a big Cuxer fan, though. He doesn't go for the demo there. Oh, look how cheeky Marky is, though. Look at this. Look at the cheek by Marky Duda. Cheekiest player, perhaps, of all time. Oh, that's well played. That is a great play. Yeah, just look at the effectiveness of Jesse with the fastest game played. Flipside can't keep up with them. They're honestly lucky that they're winning 2-0. They're really honestly lucky that they're winning 3-0 because with Jesse playing as fast as he is, luck is the only thing that can counterbalance it. Yeah, like I said, just pure luck that they're winning 3-0. That's the only way to explain it. It's a go next kind of vibe. Honestly lucky. Look at that, Jesse. Able to get back into position, not only for one save, but for two. 3 in a row, 3 saves in a row. All because of his superior movement. And once again, using this time the bump of his teammate to get accelerated into position. Unfortunately, not everybody's on the same page. And Flipside get lucky once again. I mean, that's just an unlucky 50-50. Flipside are lucky to be winning 4-0 here. Because, yeah, Jesse on top of the scoreboard, proving once again that the score is all that matters. And the best player does have the most points. The player with the most points is the best player. Hey, why problem? Thanks to the brand new Prime and Swag Frog. Thanks for gifting us up to apparently Jack for Jack's 7 in a row. Welcome back, Jack. Apparently back. But yeah, Jesse. I was about to say that he's going to get 1 for consolation. Guess he didn't want it. I guess he didn't want it. He just wanted to go next. He wanted to go next. Jesse knew that actually, if he'd scored this, the replay would have been played, and that would actually delay the next game. So Jesse's not interested in that. He's the fastest player, not only in the game, but also out of the game. He is trying to get into the next game as fast as possible. So he misses on purpose, lets the ball hit the ground, and that way there's no final goal replay of the game, and we get into the next game more quickly. But yeah, that should just about do it. I mean, if there's anybody who doesn't think that average speed matters after this incredible display of speed from the best players to ever do it in Season 1, then I don't know why you guys are looking at. Probably a different game. Yo, I'm Sophie. Thanks for the 10,000 bits. Want to play rock, paper, scissors? How are we going to play rock, paper, scissors? I don't even know how to do that with chat and a streamer. But please tell me. 10,000 bits. What on earth is that? Yeah, T-Bates, I think, wanted to see the numbers for these. Let me see if I can find them. I think I have them handy. The average speed numbers. If anybody wants to see some incredible games from back in the day, search Marky Duda Mock It 1v1 tournament on Reddit. Watch that live. Thought Marky was a monster. Yeah, Marky was way ahead of his time. Okay, here we go. So we've got every game played by a player in RLCS Season 1. Then you search it. You sort it by average speed. And there you have it. These are the. Do you guys see all those numbers? Let me see if I've screen region this correctly. I have. There are the Those are the numbers. That game from Jesse was so fast. It was actually at the level of today's pace. Jesse in Season 1 could keep up with today's games. He's a 1735. Teammate's losing his mind right now. Oh, he's losing his mind. And yeah, that was I don't know why it's called 4-2. I can only imagine that has something to do with... Is that series score, or... Is that... Why is this 1-1? Series 1, Game 1. I don't know what this all is, what these numbers are. That's not the scores. But yeah, there's the numbers.